Good evening, students. In the last video which I have shared, in that I have shared the complete theory for the flow through the pipe. Now we will see how to solve the numericals of it. There are 10 marks compulsory numerical on the pipe, whether it is in series or in the parallel. So, or the combination of both. So we will see how to solve the numerical. Just write down the steps carefully. I will also share the scan document of this so that it will easy for you. Now see, when the pipes are connected in series, so normally the diagram is not given in the exam. So we have to draw the diagram by the given data. So and there are two cases for this pipes in series. The case one is we have to find the discharge and the head is given, and the another case is the discharge is given and we have to find the head. So we will see first the case one. So the step one to solve the major and minor losses problem is draw the rough sketch for the given numerical, that is whether the pipes are connected in series or parallel. Now, so this is one diagram which I have drawn, a tentative diagram, in which depending upon the size of the pipe given, that is whether the pipe 1 is larger or pipe 2 is larger, you have to draw the diagram. What you will understand after drawing this diagram, that if the minor losses has to be considered, then we can easily find how many minor losses are there. That means draw the rough diagram, means in this case the three pipes having three different diameters and length and the friction factors are given, and the head is given between the two reservoirs. So we can easily understood that there are three pipes and its dimensions and what is the head given. Nextly, while considering minor losses, we can easily find that at here the fluid is entering into the pipe. So here there is a fluid entrance loss where the diameter is decreased. That is, we can say it is a contraction. So here is the contraction loss. Here the pipe diameter will increase. So here is the expansion loss, and at the end the exit loss. So there are entrance loss, contraction, expansion and exit. There are four minor losses present here. So we can easily write the formula by looking at the diagram. So this is the step number 2. Step 1 is draw the rough sketch. Step 2 is just indicate all the given data given in the numerical. Then the step 3 is write the formula, and it is clearly mentioned. While checking the paper, I can go through a one scenario that in the paper it is mentioned that considering minor losses or considering neglecting minor losses. So when they are saying neglecting minor losses, that means you have to only consider the major loss. Minor loss we don't have to consider. But whatever is the case, we compulsory have to consider the major loss. You sometimes they can say considering minor losses. So what do you think? We don't have to consider the major loss. So it is not like that. Compulsory you have to consider the loss of head due to friction, that is major loss. So write the formula total head. This total head is nothing but addition of loss of head due to friction and minor loss head. So for this L symbol we are using for loss 1 and L2 for loss 2. So what is H1? So H1 is the loss of head due to friction. So loss of head due to friction, how will you identify? There are three pipes, so there will be three loss of head due to friction. And minor loss, how to identify that I have already tell you, that based on the diagram. Look at the diagram, how many contraction, entrance, expansion, and write the formula for that. So step 4 is just write down the formulas for the total head. Now total head is H, loss of head due to friction. So there are three pipes, so three formulas will come, and this is a series. So the discharge will remain same, but the loss of head due to friction is different. So I will write the formula 4F1 L1 V1 square upon 2 GD1, 4F2 L2 V2 square upon 2 GD2, and so on. Similarly, write for the minor loss. So this formula I have written for the entrance loss. Now just remember, for the pipe 1, the fluid is entering into the pipe. So you have to consider the initial. So I have written here V1. Nextly, while entering the fluid from pipe 1 to pipe 2, there is a contraction. So you have to consider the second velocity in that contraction loss, so that don't get confused. After looking at the diagram, you don't get confused that which velocity we have to use. Okay. Then third is the expansion. Now you can see the expansion is occurred from pipe 2 to pipe 3. So we have to consider two velocities, V2 and V3. And lastly, the exit loss. Exit is in the pipe 3, so it is quite normal that we have to consider the velocity V3 square upon 2g. So this is the simple formula we have to just written. Now just look at into the given data. Normally the length, diameter and friction factors are given in the numerical. Velocity is unknown. All other things are constant. So how we can find the velocity? So this is the next step. Now step number 5, velocity v1, v2, v3 are unknown. So from the relation of the velocities, that is discharge, q is equal to a upon a1 v1 equal to a2 v2 equal to at v3. So we have to take this two and these two relation so that we can form a one velocity relation and we can find one unknown velocity. So first I will take this a1 v1 equal to a2 v2 and nextly a1 v1 equal to a3 v3. This is your choice. You can take this two also, these two also, whatever is the, but one should be common in between both. So first I will take a1 v1 equal to a2 v2. So I have to convert the v2 in the form of v1. So my value of v2 should be substituted by v1. So here I will get this relation. A1 and a2 we can find easily because diameter is given. We have to simply use the formula pi by 4 d square for both the a1 and a2. Similarly, form the next relation a1 v1 equal to a3 v3 and v3 in the form of v1. A1 and a3 we have to calculate. So next step is, now we have to put this value of v2 and v3 in the form of v1 in the given formula, and all the values are known except v1. So v1 unknown should be found from that step. And once you find the v1, just substitute in the formula q is equal to a1 v1. This is your final answer. If you form the relation in the form of v2, so you have to use the formula q is equal to a2 v2. But this is the simple one. Now this is case 1. Now in the case 2, the discharge is given and we have to calculate the total head. Now in this case, generally the minor losses are, they said neglect the minor losses, but if considered that case also we will see. Now just total head is equal to major loss head. Write the formula for 3 pipes. Now V1, as I said previously, Q is equal to A1 V1. So we can write it as V1 is equal to Q upon A1. V2 is equal to Q upon A2. And V3 is equal to Q upon A3. Then the Q is known to us, A1 is known to us. So we can find the value of V1, V2, V3 and put in the formula, or there is another formula which I have shared. If you put this value of V1 instead here, so you will get this formula. So you can remember two formulas, or you can remember only one formula and find the answer separately and put into this. Whatever is the easy for you, you just do that. And after finding this, just calculate H and this is your final answer. If minor losses are to be considered, then by step 2, find all the velocities and put into the minor loss formula also, and easily you can calculate the total. Now here I have taken one numerical with the pipe connected in series. The steps I shared to you. Now just see how to solve this numerical. In this numerical there is a no diagram given. So the numerical is the difference in water level, surface level in the two tanks. So there are two tanks and the difference in the water level, which are connected by 3 pipes in series. So just underline the words how many pipes and whether they are connected in series or parallel. Of length 300 meter, 170 meter, 210 meter, of diameter 300 mm, 200 mm and 400 mm respectively is 12 meter. Now what is this 12 meter? The first line which they have mentioned. The difference in water level, surface level in the two tanks is 12 meter. That means the value of H is given. Now determine the rate of flow of water if coefficient of friction are 0.005, 0.0052, 0.0048 respectively. Now considering minor losses and neglecting minor losses. That means major loss is compulsory, and one case they have said consider the minor loss also, and another is the neglecting minor loss also. Now these values, just understood this is coefficient of friction given. That means only F value is given. We have to multiply it by 4. If here the word mention friction factor, then this value is equal to 4F. Remember this. Now what is the first step which I have said to you? First, draw the tentative rough diagram of the given data. Now, as you can see, there are 3 pipes. Now, just look at into the diameter. First pipe having 300 diameter, 300 mm, 200 mm, and 400 mm. That means the first pipe is bigger, second is smaller, and the third is again larger. Now, just draw the 2 tanks first. So this is the tank 1 and the first pipe now connected in series. So this is first pipe having diameter 300 mm. The diameter is decreased to 200 mm. Again the diameter is increased to 400 mm. So by the common sense you can draw this diagram just, and while drawing the diagram you can easily understood how many minor losses are present here. So this is tank 1, this is tank 2. Now may I mention it is a pipe 1, pipe 2, pipe 3. The value of F1 equal to 0.005, F2 equal to 0.0052 and F3 is equal to 0.0048. This is L1 D1, L2 D2 and L3 D3. Now write down the given data. Now given the diameter D1 is given 300 mm. Remember we have to convert all the in units into meters. So 300 mm nothing but 0.3 meter, or you can write it as 300 into 10 raised to minus 3. Again next to that write down the length of the first pipe also. So what is the length given? The first pipe is having length 300 meter, and remember these are the pipe flow through numericals, so the length of the pipe is always larger, so it is in the meter only, not mm. So don't make that mistake. Now D2 is given 200 mm, so it will be 0.2 meter, and the length of the second pipe is 170 meter, and the diameter D3 is 400 mm, so it will be 0.4 meter, and L3 is equal to 210 meter. So this is the data given. Again next to that write down the value of friction, coefficient of friction. So F1 is given 0.005, F2 is given 0.0052 and F3 is given 0.0048, and the H, capital H is given 12 meters. So this is the total. This H is nothing but this H given 12 meter. Now after this, the very important step that I will tell you, that find all the areas of the pipe. So this again has a 1 marks to find all the areas. So don't miss this step. Find all the areas A1, A2, A3. Formula is pi by 4 D1 square, pi by 4 D2 square and pi by 4 D3 square. So after finding this area in the meter square, remember we have to convert the diameter into meter, so the area will be in meter square only. So what is our next step? Write down the formula for total head loss. So total head, capital H, is equal to loss due to friction, that is we can say major loss, and plus minor losses. Now this is HL1 plus HL2. Remember don't skip any step, otherwise this simple numerical you will, because of the silly mistake, you will